What is good? What is good? Shouts from the South. Renee Box Young, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your love, showing your support. You know, it's great to have a community, you know what I mean, where we can chop it up on what we love, the sport of boxing. You know, thank you so much, everybody. For the new subscribers, I appreciate you. You know, we do it for the love of the sport, and I do it for the love of you all. You know what I mean? We are one, you know, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get to this. Terence Crawford's pay-per-view apparently is not going to be on pay-per-view when he fights Kell Brook. I don't know about this. Oh, no. You know, that's I mean, you could just see it in the picture. Look at him. Bud's like, you know what? Screw you, Bob. You know, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you, Bob. Nah, I'm just joking, man. Oh, man. So let's get to it. I want to go to Twitter real quick, okay? I just want to show you something real fast, all right? This is from Michael Benson, you know. I guess you could call him an insider, what have you, right? Official link in the description, whatever, right, of his profile. Check it out. Y'all check it out. It says here, Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook on November 14th is reportedly not going to be shown on Sky pay-per-view in the UK, as they've already got the Ppv versus White rematch pay-per-view a week later. Lots of pay-per-views. You already know the story. And I want to give my input concerning all this, all right? And I want to show you guys something about this, historically speaking, all right? It says similar situation occurred, exactly. This is what I want to talk about here. Similar situation occurred last year when Crawford versus Khan ended up on BT pay-per-view. So, I mean, it probably will be on pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? It probably will be, but, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Now, the thing here is that, I mean, I wouldn't blame Bob, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of guy, you know, as far as with this situation with Bud, because, you know, who would pay for it? That's the question here. I don't know how the numbers came out when Bud fought Khan as far as pay-per-view, but I don't think they were that great at all, okay? Because it's the same story over and over again with Bud, you know what I mean? Now he's going to fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook, I mean, who has both of his whatever they're called, eye sockets or, you know, whatever, were broken already and damaged. Kell Brook is not the same Kell Brook, ladies and gentlemen. That's my input on this, you know what I mean? As far as this aspect, and it correlates to pay-per-view, it definitely relates, because who's going to buy it? Who's going to pay for that? You know, I understand there are going to be people who pay for it if it goes pay-per-view. I understand there are going to be people who want to, you know, support, and that's great, you know, support Bud Crawford. Great fighter, blah, blah, blah. You already know the story. I mean, I always support that. I always support Bud in that aspect, that he's a great fighter, you know, skills, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, for it to be a pay-per-view fight against Kell Brook, I just don't think that's a good idea at all. And then we're going to see what Bud said some time ago concerning this. You know, and let's get to it. Watch. Also, I want to show you this article, okay? I mean, right here, this was a while ago. This was, you know, it says here, you check the link in the description, badlefthook.com, right? Bob Arum wants to keep Terence Crawford off pay-per-view until Spence Showdown, okay? So that's the thing. I mean, he wants to keep him, okay? It says right here, quote, you know, what about it, Bob Arum? All right, so whatever. So it says, I don't know. Kell Brook, having seen how much money we paid Khan to do it on pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying right there? You see? So Bob is saying, you know, what we paid Khan to do on pay-per-view when he fought, you know, I don't want to put Terence on pay-per-view again. So this is what he's referring to Khan when he fought Bud on pay-per-view, all right? Now, and then after that, after the results, after the numbers came in, that's what I'm saying, you know, after the numbers came in, you know, and they saw the numbers and stuff, you know, he don't want to do it again. He doesn't want to put Bud on pay-per-view again until he fights Spence. You know, and again, if it's on pay-per-view, it's a relatively limited audience. If it's on ESPN, it gets maybe a couple million people or more watching. I think we owe that to Terence, and that's what we're going to do. Have him fight in Omaha. Okay, whatever. So, you know, but Bob is saying that, you know, he doesn't want to put Bud on pay-per-view again until he fights Errol Spence. And this connects to what I've been saying. I've recently started putting it out there, and I'm going to keep putting it out there, okay, and see if I'm proven right, all right? Let's see, you know, if time proves right. Time tells, you know. Time will tell. That I've been saying this, that, you know, Bob, we already know the story, okay? Bob is milking the Spence versus Bud potential fight. Potential, because we don't even know if it's going to happen. But Bob, he knows what he's doing as far as, the waiting game, whatever. But I think it sucks because we want to see the fight as soon as we can. And that's what sucks about with this whole promotion stuff, promoters and whatever. You know the story. I don't want to get into that too much. But this is exactly why, though, why I've been saying this, that Bud Spence is going to happen around 2022 at least, or 2023, okay? Be on pay-per-view. It's going to be a mega fight, as we all know, if it happens. And Bud after is going to retire. Or he's going to fight maybe at least, or at the most, two tune-up fights after Spence, and it's over. Bud's going to leave. He's going to retire, that's what I think. Okay, that's what I think. Please note it down. Save this video, whatever, right? Highlight it, mark it, whatever. That's what I see happening. I mean, it's not going to, I'm almost positive, guys. It's not going to happen in 2021. Okay, I've said this, I started saying this recently. I don't know how long ago, maybe a couple months ago I started saying it. And I stick to it, man. I stick to it because just the way we see things happening. Things are going like this. And not just because of the virus and pandemic. No, it's because of the promoters, how they do things, man. I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is. We got to face the facts. Thankfully, in the current, situation that we're in, we're seeing great fights and pay-per-view fights. And that's what makes the boxing community angry and upset is that, what the heck are you waiting for, man? I mean, Bud Spence, okay, I understand. You want to put butts in seats and you don't want to wait till the people get, there can be audience and fights, so that could be a live gate, what have you. But, but the thing here is that we got to understand is that Bud, okay, now getting back to Bud versus Brook, how many people are going to really pay for that? How many people would pay for that? Like I said, at the same time, I understand Bud fans, whatever, they would pay for it. But when you look at the whole panorama and generally speaking, audience won't pay for that, man. A lot of people won't pay for it because Brook, I'm one of those people, like I said, a lot of people, there are, at the same time, that's the beauty of the box community. Everybody has differing opinions, okay? But my opinion is that, you're going to fight a Brook that's out of his prime, okay? He's been hurt, and this is just going to be an easy win for Bud Crawford. Yeah, I understand. Kell Brook has skills. I understand. Yeah, but I mean, he does have skills. I'm not saying that he doesn't. He did nice. He did great against Spence, even though he got smashed. Yeah, but it was a war. He put up a fight, man. We gotta admit that. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, he was beating he was doing good on Triple G, boxing him out, blah blah blah, until he got smashed in the eye. But same thing with Spence. But Kell got skills. And that's why a lot of people say, this is going to be a good fight because Kell Brook got skills. I'm 100 on everybody. For example, when the fight was announced, the possible fight against Abner Mares and Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis. At that time, I said, it's not a good idea to do that. You know what I mean? I think Abner Mares shouldn't even be boxing anymore. I was saying that. And then what happened shortly, before the fight happened, I don't even remember the dates, but what happened? His other retina, he had another eye surgery. And that wasn't, because sometime before that, his other, I think it was right eye, I think it was his right retina, got out of place or whatever. And they had to do some stuff on his eye, operation or something. And then when he was going to fight Gervonta Davis, his other eye, he had a problem with it. And then he had surgery on that eye, and then the fight was called off. And I was saying throughout the whole time, when Gervonta was going to fight Abner Mares, I was saying, what Abner Mares shouldn't, Gervonta's going to hurt him. He's going to smash him. He's going to beat him, okay? And so I'm saying I'm 100 on all this, you know what I'm saying? And then check this out. Some time ago, Abner Mares, I think he was entertaining the thought of coming back to fight. And I think I pushed the video. I don't remember. But I've been saying this. I've been vocal about it. I think I put it on a tweet or something. Tweeted it out that Abner shouldn't be fighting anymore. He's best as commentator. He's great as commentator. I love listening to him. On ringside. You know what I'm saying? I like him. I like him. But to come back and fight, no. It's just you. Both retinas got popped out. You got surgery. I mean, you're not in the condition to be fighting anymore. You're gonna get hurt. Same thing I think with Brook. You see, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I say all this is because I'm 100 with everybody. I'm 100 with all fighters. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same with Brook. I mean, both his eyes, area, whatever, bone have been broken, smashed. You're out of your prime. You're gonna fight Bud. I mean, dude, Kell Brook's gonna get hurt, man. He's gonna get beat. He's going to easily. I don't know if I think he's going to easily get beat. I mean, I'm going to stick to what I said. Okay, so he's going to easily, Bud's going to take him out. Kind of like he did with Khan. That's how I see it happening. Khan's a boxer. Khan's fast, etc., etc. And look what Bud did to him. Same with Kell. Kell's a boxer. He can fight, but Bud's going to take him out. So we know the story. That's the thing here. We know the story. What's going to happen. Now, a pay-per-view event should be a pay-per-view event with two fighters where you don't know who's really going to win. Maybe you say, you know what, so-and-so fighter is going to edge it out, or so-and-so fighter is going to edge it out. We see it with Mel. We see it with Maul and their opponents in pay-per-view. I mean, you don't know who's going to win. I mean, you do know, but at the same time, you don't. It's like, the majority of fans are like split down the middle. Or if people say, you know what, Charlo's going to win, but, it's going to be tough, So, I mean, but here, Bud versus Brook, it's like, come on, this is not, who's going to win. I mean, I understand boxing, anything can happen. Kell Brook can, bring an upset, but it's not going to happen. It's not, most likely that's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's on November 14th, the fight. And Bob, I mean, he's doing the right thing. I mean, I guess in this case, because he sees, he knows, and I fault Bob. Sorry, I don't agree with Bob with what he's doing with Bud's career. Definitely not, man. He's just keeping away from the top opponents. We already know the story, and that's what's frustrating about this. And Bud, I don't know, who. That's how I see the career of Bud. All right. He 2023, 2022, 2023, fight Spence on pay-per-view, mega fight, mega blowout, whatever. And then maybe a couple more opponents, tune-ups, and he's out of here. It's been said, too, I think Curtis Anderson, salute to the brother OG historian. I think it was him, or I don't remember. I listened to several platforms. And it's been said that, there's going to be changes in the welterweight division because look at the ages and look at the ages of the top fighters right now in the welterweight division. They're getting up there, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting up there. And we got young lions. We got young, up-and-coming, amazing prospects, in the welterweight division and in several divisions. They're going to be taking over the divisions, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's facts. Look at these young guys. Look at these young guys in the lower divisions. You already know the names. So that's what I see going on. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford, I think he's going to be retiring around 2023. Maybe latest 2024. Latest. And just look, so I mean, these champs, these top guys are, seems like they're sooner or later, they're going to be on their way out. Sooner than later, I think. And I see that with Bud and, this whole thing, pay-per-view. Why do you even consider? Why even consider pay-per-view with Bud and Brook? I mean, no. I'm totally against that. And I'm also against Bud versus Brook. Now, I understand, Bud got to stay busy. And, of course, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Bud, you know what I mean? He's just doing his job. Nothing against Bud. It's just that, the way he's, he's being guided in his career, the way they're guiding his career. I mean, it is what it is, and we all know the story with Bud, with him re-signing the top rank, blah blah blah. But as far as with pay-per-view, I mean that's right. It shouldn't be pay-per-view. It shouldn't be pay-per-view in my humble opinion. Maybe it'll switch to another, who knows, network, or I don't know those details. But but it is what it is, man. It's gonna be an easy, good fight for Bud as far as good win. It's gonna be a good win for Bud, an easy win. But I don't know what else to say, man. Renee Boxyug, please go ahead and comment, like, subscribe. If there are any new listeners, go ahead and subscribe. We just speak about the sport of boxing. No biased opinions, definitely not. Just speaking my opinion, and love receiving all your opinions too, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to be going live this Sunday, Lord willing, all right, with Curtis Anderson, the OG, and Reggie Owens. Definitely talk about post-fight reactions. I mean, y'all got to be tuning in. Tune in, family. Go ahead. Remember, hit the bell icon for the notifications of when I go live. You know what I'm saying? And we are one community. I love you guys. Thank you so much, man. Take care. Y'all know what it is. Renee Boxyug. Peace out, fam.